take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. They'll run here with Brown. First down and more past midfield. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
A carry here for Brown. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4.
Let's go now.
Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll send a tight end in motion right. Working out of the shotgun, it's Hartman. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
From out of the gun, here is Hartman. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
On third down, they'll throw with Pratt. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Taylor. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens move out to a 7-3 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Brown. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Hartman. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pratt. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, here's Pratt. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. 3rd and short, and it is Pratt. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this.
Set. Unlock Lion. Go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Let's go. Check go.
To throw, it's Pratt on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Set up.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal.
Set up.
Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
Go.
2nd and goal. A tight end in motion now. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. See what happens on 3rd and goal. The tight end Fant in motion. 3rd and goal. Pratt. This caught. And he's so close to breaking the plane. But the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard. Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. And they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he's in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Rams. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss. But it's still stopped for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson on the move. Now he'll run it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket. Because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Set up.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big run from Taylor. 45 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Right. Finish it on!
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Man in motion is Brown. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Let's go.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught to the goal line and in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Ravens. Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens are on top. It's 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This returnable from the 4. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. First and 10.
Here we go, set!
Operating from the gun is Pratt. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And the Ravens have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
One quick. Ready, shot! Shut up!
Jackson now to throw on first down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens are out to a 21-10 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Come on, set.
Pratt now on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. So we've reached halftime here in this 11-point game. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here's first and 10. He'll get this out wide. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They go right back to Taylor. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
3rd and 6. Throwing Jackson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. The punt team comes on, and here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Reload. Ready?
Up the middle they go. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line.
Trap 60.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Pratt. Connecting. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. Hartman to throw on 1st down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, L.A. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Go!
To the air again is Pratt. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Alpha, sit on. Go. Sit on.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Hey, Alpha, sit on.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
180.
Man in motion is Brown.
Sit on.
He's across midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Return it. Get off.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's not. Get on.
They'll give this one to Taylor, running right. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Man in motion is Brown. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
Want to quit, ready?
Here comes 3rd and 6. Jackson now. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Ravens. The point after now from Tucker. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
60 Bobcat. Go. Buffalo 18. Set go.
Working out of the shotgun, it's Hartman. There's the big tight end. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Let's go.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now is Hartman. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Ready?
On 3rd and long, here's Hartman. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Henderson. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second and 11. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come up for first and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll drop to throw. Going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here just past the 30.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Set to go now on first and 10.
Report.
They'll run here with Hill. A modest gain. maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
DC, ready? DC. Shut up!
Give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.